Now on CoastTV News.
Milton flood funding, who town officials are turning to in dealing with the effects of erosion. An OC setting rate. We look at tonight's public hearing on what the town is proposing for its property taxes ahead of the new budget.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber and welcome to Coast TV News Midday. We are now taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach, and our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trahey, is going to join us. Bob, we see it's not the sunny, beautiful scene on the beach we were seeing on Friday. A lot of fog.
A lot of fog. We had that this morning. Also the rain too, Elisa. And we have mostly cloudy skies. I've been calling it a murky Monday, and for a good reason. You can see the 5-hour replay of radar. We had a line of showers and some thunderstorms that came through earlier this morning. Now we're beginning to dry things out. Looking at mostly cloudy skies, maybe a stray sprinkle around Georgetown through Bridgeville right now. Otherwise, cloudy skies, Salisbury to Snow Hill and Ocean City. Looks like a few showers around the Annapolis area and a few showers into the Chesapeake Bay. Besides that, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. A lot of the heavier moisture offshore as we're in a strong southeasterly flow. And the reason for this is, well, we have a cutoff flow across the Ohio Valley, and that is instrumental in bringing us some moisture coming right up the coast. There's another area of low pressure across the Carolinas, kind of enhancing the showers. 60s and low 70s right now, but a cooler 59 Indian River Inlet and Rehoboth, but 69 in Georgetown and 70 in Seaford. So if you're seeing the sun, you're a little warmer. We have a southeast breeze, pretty light right now. And here's Futurecast this afternoon. With this moist southeast flow, we still could see a stray shower, especially along the coast as we go into the 2 o'clock hour, where you see the sun, lower 70s, elsewhere in the 60s, and still a few more showers possible this evening, and maybe a rumble of thunder as well. Day part forecast has us in the 70s into the afternoon hours with the southeast breeze, cooler at the coast. We're still unsettled through Tuesday, but then drier midweek time period, and then more rain by the end of the week into the weekend. I'll have much more on that and your latest rainfall totals from the past 24 hours coming up a little bit later on.
All right, thank you so much, Bob. And we are now taking a live look at the Bay Bridge. According to MDOT, due to weather, two-way traffic may be disrupted today and on Tuesday. Drivers may see eastbound delays during the afternoon rush hour. And our top story this morning, statements from the Rehoboth Beach Police Department about several recent incidences that took place on the beach. The most recent was this past Friday night. Police responded to reports of a fight on the beach near Rehoboth Avenue. According to police, when they arrived at 8:30, they did not see a fight but did find a large group, which was estimated to be about 100 people. The Delaware State Police and the Dewey Beach Police provided additional support to help disperse that crowd. 2 people are reported to have minor injuries. And Milton officials are asking the Army Corps of Engineers for help with protection from flood damage and erosion. Milton's location between the Broadkill River and the Delaware Bay makes it vulnerable, and the town is asking the Army Corps for money to conduct studies and consider projects that restore and conserve the area. At today's meeting, Town Council will consider sending a letter to the Army Corps about this, and if it's accepted, the federal government will pay for that feasibility study of a cost of up to $200,000. And some people living in Milton say help is needed.
Protecting is most important for the future generations. They're going to inherit, and we want to leave a healthy legacy for our children to be able to live healthy environments, chemical-free, and protect our waterways.
With an average elevation of just about 60 feet above sea level, flooding is a concern across the entire state of Delaware. And today, the Bethany Beach Stormwater and Flooding Committee will focus on flooding solutions. According to the agenda, there could be an update regarding the Assawoman Canal, as well as the town's living shoreline and dredging projects. Today's meeting takes place at 2 p.m. at Town Hall. And the University of Delaware President Dennis Asanis has announced he will be stepping down. Asanis has been president of the university since 2016, and it was announced this morning that his final day in that role will be on June 30th. And this just in, setting Ocean City's property tax rate for the 2026 fiscal year budget. The proposal is to have the rate at just over 44 cents per $100 of assessed value. According to Ocean City officials, that is the same rate as was approved for the 2025 budget. A public hearing on that rate is scheduled to occur during tonight's mayor and council meeting. And as stores on the Ocean City Boardwalk could face bigger fines for some violations, every boardwalk business has to follow a set of rules to regulate merchandise. And today, town officials will have a second reading for an ordinance on that set of rules. The ordinance will add definitions related to these displays, and the mayor and Ocean City Council meeting will take place at 6 p.m. In Ocean View, the town is revitalizing its memorial garden. As you can see, these pictures show people planting and caring for flowers using new mushroom soil they say was donated by the Millville Organic Center. The town says it expects the hard work to pay off in the coming weeks. And we are now taking a live look at the Vatican as cardinals from all over the world are gathering now ahead of the conclave. Now that the Pope has been laid to rest, cardinals will use the papal conclave to choose a new pope. And final preparations are underway ahead of that conclave to elect the new leader of the Catholic Church. The ancient, highly secretive process to choose a new pope begins Wednesday, and NBC's Jay Gray shows us that process and the men who make that decision.
For the Catholic cardinals who've gathered in their holy city, the task they face is as difficult as it is important. Choosing from among them the next leader of their faith.
We are praying for a new pope.
Praying, preparing for the conclave, and talking, though not so much publicly.
It's okay.
The substance, saved for private discussions.
There's a lot of meetings, both formal meetings and what we call congregations, but there's also, even more important, the informal meetings over dinner, coffee, drinks, where they get a chance to get to know each other.
This will be the largest and most diverse conclave in the history of the Catholic Church and will be undoubtedly influenced by the man they're trying to replace.
I think there's a number of issues that the cardinals are looking at as they go into the conclave. First of all is the legacy of Pope Francis.
I'm sure the pope will be as Franciscus, the same vision, the same dreams.
What is not sure is who that may be. He says that he's looking for the Spirit to give him an idea, as the world later this week looks for the white smoke. Jay Gray, NBC News, the Vatican.
Coming up after the break, mental health matters, how Cape Henlopen students look to turn a tragedy into a way forward. Mental health is something everyone should be aware of, and that includes athletes. In 2019, Morgan Rogers, a lacrosse player at Duke University, tragically died in July after battling mental health struggles. A year after her death, family and friends came together to create Morgan's message to honor her legacy. This weekend, Cape Henlopen hosted an event to help spread that message for the third year. Nora Block is a junior at Cape Henlopen High School and plays on the soccer field hockey team, and she understands the struggles of juggling so many things at once.
It can be really hard in school to balance your academics, your social life, and your sport. So really just, being there for people to reach out for help when they need it.
And all the money made from the $5 entry fee, raffle, and baked goods will be going towards continuing Morgan's message, as well as donating to Sean's House, a place that provides 24/7 service to help students struggling with mental health. And Maryland is turning turquoise for lung cancer awareness. According to the state, multiple landmarks and buildings will shine turquoise lights for Lung Cancer Action Week. This includes the State House in Annapolis, M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore City Hall, and Camden Yards. The state says the initiative hopes to be a symbol of support and solidarity to those who are affected by this disease.
We're seeing gray skies right now in Cambridge. Not seeing rain at the present time on the FH Fur Camp. 72 though. A little bit of sunshine has warmed us a little bit. And I think if you see the sun, we'll be in the mid-70s this afternoon. We'll see more rounds of showers and maybe some storms as we go into the evening hours. It's still mild and muggy and still that shower chance the next couple of days. Congratulations to Lisa Ludwig, Princess Anne, on winning a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV. More on the unsettled weather in my full forecast after the break. It certainly is a gloomy start to the work week for Delmarva. It actually started Sunday when we had the rain yesterday, and we had some showers this morning. Now we're just seeing lots of low clouds on the Tyndall's casual furniture camera in Laurel. We're at 69 here, but I think with a little bit of sunshine into the afternoon, we'll be warming into the mid-70s. And the last 24 hours, some places picking up pretty decent amounts of rain, over 9/10 at Bethany Beach, 9100s to be exact. Georgetown, 9/10 of an inch. Indian River Inlet, 6900s. A little shy of a half an inch at Rehoboth Beach at 4600s, 3500s in Lewis, and just a little more than a third of an inch in Millsboro at 3400s. And I think we have more rain on the way. The culprit is an upper level low back to our west, essentially cut off from the jet stream, so it's just kind of meandering around, but the flow around that is coming in out of the southeast, and every once in a while we'll get some showers. We had some thunder this morning, and it's possible we could get a little more thunder as we go into the evening and a few more showers as we go through the next couple of days. Where you saw a little bit of sun, you're warming into the 70s. Seaford 70, 72 in Redden, Bridgeville 71, Millsboro 69, a little cooler at the coast, 59 Rehoboth, IR Inlet and Bethany Beach at 60 right now. As we have this onshore flow, so it's muggy, it's just kind of damp out there right now. Wind's not especially strong, and here is a radar replay of the last 5 hours. We saw that one line of showers and storms moving through. It had some heavy rain with it. Now that is gone, but we're seeing a few more pop-up sprinkles across northern parts of Sussex County into areas of Kent County around Harrington. Nothing all that heavy. And Salisbury, you're dry now. So is Ocean City and much of the eastern shore. We're seeing a few showers up the Chesapeake Bay, up into the Annapolis area, as we have this flow coming straight out of the south, as we have one area of low pressure across the Carolinas, and then that upper low spinning across the Ohio Valley. That will slowly move to the north and east, but we're going to continue in this persistent southerly flow as we go through the day, so that will keep our chance for showers going as this cutoff low will finally kind of go away after a couple of days as it drifts off to the north and east. So futurecast this afternoon, here's noon, still looking at a few showers here and there. Have the umbrella handy. By 2 o'clock, still some pop-up showers with this onshore flow. 70s inland where you see a little bit of sunshine, cooler at the coast where you'll be seeing some showers, but even inland areas could see a little bit of rain activity this afternoon. And then by 5:30, 60s and 70s, really depends on your location, but cooler at the coast. I think we could see a few showers and storms this evening, especially for the eastern shore, maybe far western Sussex County through the evening hours. Otherwise, lots of clouds overnight, maybe a little bit of fog again by tomorrow morning with temperatures in the 60s. Then we see more in the way of sunshine into the afternoon with 70s and low 80s away from the coast and 60s and 70s at the beach. So we do dry it out a bit as we go into your Tuesday, but there is a low chance of severe weather, essentially for the western half of Delaware, for the eastern shore, maybe a little bit of large hail with storms this evening and maybe some gusty winds, but that's mainly for the eastern shore. We get a break midweek, and then we're looking at more showers developing on Friday, and this time the first half of the weekend could be a little wet. Saturday could bring some rain, and then I think we do start to dry it out on Sunday. But as we go through now to 2:30 Wednesday, maybe up to about 2/10 of an inch of rain, maybe heavier if you get under a storm. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. So your Cinco de Mayo, a little cloudy, a little wet at times, 73, 79 on Tuesday with a few showers, and then drying it out Wednesday and Thursday with mid-70s. And then the showers return Friday, 68, 70 with a little more rain Saturday, but then drying it out on Sunday, partly cloudy and 75.
Thank you, Bob. And here's what's coming up this afternoon on Coast Life at 4.
Hopefully you're ready to join us Monday at 4 on Coast Life for all sorts of fun, all sorts of ways to give back to the community, including a way to team up with your mail carrier to stamp out hunger.
Plus, break out your best, concert going outfit. We've got a great performance from Stephen O'Boyle over there at the Mid-South Audio Studio.
And speaking of performances, our friends at the 2nd Street Players are going to be putting on Steel Magnolias, so get ready to grab the tissues, but also get ready for a beautiful show. All of that and more is coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. We'll see you there.
Happening today, Deldet says a Selbyville road closure will go into effect. On your screen is Sound Church Road between Route 54 and Lakeview Drive. Deldet says work will include road reconstruction and adding of shoulders. That work is expected to last through May 27th. And coming up tonight on DSN at 5, it's Bayside Boys Lacrosse Championship. Then at 6:45, it's the Girls Championship. And at 10:30, it's the final score. and on the DSN Plus app along with those championship games. At 5:30, boys volleyball as Cape hosts Indian River. At 6, Caravel Academy plays Appoquinimink in girls soccer. And at 7, Milford is home with Indian River in boys lacrosse. Coast TV will be right back. Here's an opportunity for locals to give back. The Blood Bank of Delmarva is hosting a blood drive at Sussex Academy this week. The organization says there are still appointments available, and this event not only supports a local blood supply, but it also allows the organization to continue its scholarship program for Sussex Academy. This event is Friday from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And more housing could be coming to Lewis. Today, officials will hold a public hearing for final plans about a project called Roosevelt Landing. Here is that location where 8 single-family homes is proposed. This is on Pilot Town Road. According to plans, it includes open space and a new road. And Lewis officials will discuss this tonight at 5:30.
We're seeing a live look at the Tunnel Razor Cam. Lots of clouds and Lewis looking pretty dreary out there. I think we'll see some sun at times today, but still that chance of showers as we go into Tuesday, and then drier midweek, and then more rain from the end of the week into a part of the weekend. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone, another way to get your forecast. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, Federico. Your 10-day forecast is next. We're looking at lots of clouds into this afternoon. Still on the dam side, can't rule out a stray shower as we go into the afternoon hours. Maybe a rumble of thunder, especially for the eastern shore this evening, with lower 70s and then 60s this evening, and still kind of damp as we go into tonight. Then it dries out on Tuesday a little more. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. I think we're looking at a few showers on Tuesday, 79, and then mid-70s Wednesday and Thursday. Then another shot of showers Friday into Saturday, cooling us into the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Drier on Sunday, 75, and then dry and mild heading into next week.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. And for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.